Hi, everyone, and welcome to Maori Chair TV. I just want to let you know that this program is called Talking Voices, and I do this every Saturdays at 3 o'clock, Saturday Eastern Standard Time at 3 o'clock. And it is now 3 o'clock, of course. It's this time for the show to begin, but I just want to make a couple of announcements. And as I was saying, welcome to Maori Chair TV and welcome to Talking Voices. And also at 5 o'clock, I have another show after this one. It's called Five Alive. I sing 5 songs at 5 o'clock every Saturdays at 5 p.m. So this is all on Eastern Standard Time, Toronto, because we're coming live from Toronto. Today, I have somebody really exciting coming on here, and I'm very excited to have her on, and it's Jodi Marie. She's from Baltimore, Maryland, Baltimore. And it's pretty exciting about what she has done. And I'm pretty excited to have Jodi on. And Jodi is an amazing person. She's done amazing things. Kiwi girl from New Zealand, from Auckland, New Zealand. And as you know, folks, I don't have guests on my show. I have friends. So when you come on my show, it's friends. That's all I have on my show. It's friends. And I do have a lot of friends around all over. So it's pretty exciting to have all these friends from all over. So now I would like now to bring up I guess I can bring up Jodi when I find her here, and I'm going to bring her up. But I tell you, she's done some amazing things down in the States, and plus she's traveled around a lot too. It's been pretty exciting for what she's done. So I'm going to bring I'll bring Jodi up. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jodi Marie. Jodi, here she is. Look at her. How you doing?
Hey.
Good. So let me just take this music down and welcome to the show, Jodi. Welcome to the show. It's amazing. I can hear you nice and clear. And welcome to the show, Maori Chair TV. And welcome on Talking Voices. So it's a pleasure to have you on with us today. I'm pretty excited to hear what you have to share with us. So I just want to know what are you excited to be on today, Jodi?
Yes, thanks for having me. I'm
Perfect.
Actually having some technical difficulties though.
Oh, I can hear you.
You were allowed to start just now and then it kind of faded out. So I'm not sure what's happening with the sound quality.
Oh, you're coming through nice and clean and clear.
I can barely hear you. So if I'm just talking without responding to you.
Yep, no problem.
I apologize.
No worries.
I don't know
It's
if there's something going on your side, but you cut in and then out. So
okay then. Well, I hope that we can connect. No problem. So, Jodi, first of all, as I said, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate you coming on today. So, let us start off by saying where you were born and raised. Born and raised. There we go.
Yeah, so I was born in Auckland and I spent the first year of my life there. And then we moved up to Mangatoroto, which is in Northland.
Yes.
Very beautiful, beautiful spot. And then when I was about 6, we moved to the Hibiscus Coast, and I spent the rest of my life in New Zealand on the Hibiscus Coast.
Wow. So, and I heard you left school at the age of 15.
I
What?
did it.
Yeah.
It was right before my 16th birthday. I was not really into high school. I was into other activities.
Right, right. But you were a event planner and you worked in the bar, correct?
Yes, I worked actually at. So I was in surf lifesaving. I was a nipper from age 6, and I also played squash. So I grew up at the Red Beach Surf and Squash Club, and I grew up there as a diligent child and an athlete, and then I kind of switched my priorities into drinking and partying. And so, what better place
Nice.
to work than the Red Beach Surf Club bar? So I worked there, and I did a lot of event planning. I planned um, for all the league games and things like
Yes.
that we had. So yeah, that was one of my gigs.
Well, I think most of us growing up from the age of 15 to 23, we did a lot of things during those times, working in bars, working, going out, doing this, doing that. That was the fun days growing up, correct? Those were the fun days.
Yeah, there was some fun in there for sure.
Now, you did leave New Zealand. You left New Zealand at the age of 23. Now, this is where you moved overseas.
Yes, I did. I 23. One of my best friends, Celeste, said to me, "Hey, you wanna go to Dublin for St. Patrick's Day?" So I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" I was big partier then. I was actually trying to kind of break away from the party scene, but my idea of breaking away from that was to go on a one-way ticket to Dublin, Ireland, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. I think we arrived there the day before.
Wow. Amazing. So here, I got a picture of you. This is most probably before you left to go to Dublin. Here's a picture. Do you remember that?
I'm not seeing.
Oh, you can't see that picture? Okay, maybe. I don't know if you see that one.
I had to switch on to my phone because
Oh, okay.
actually I
So,
got on Royal's phone. I can't see.
oh, okay. Okay. So you cannot see the picture. Anyway, okay. So can you see some other
What?
pictures? Maybe this. Can you see that picture?
I can't, but I'm going to just do something technical here.
Yeah, because if you're on your phone, you most probably won't get it. You have to be on a laptop. Yeah.
Oh, I'll pull it up on my.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can look at the what we're doing on the.
Sure. Sure. This is the fun part of technology, man.
Oh, I see the picture now.
Yes. 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 There you go. You see?
That was actually that's the one of Royal and I, right?
Yeah.
That was here. That was just a few years ago, actually. That was here in the States a few years ago. Yeah, so that's Royal, that's my partner, and woo, you're flicking through. Which one am I talking about?
That one there with all the girls.
With all the kids? Okay.
Yeah. Can you see that one? Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely before I left for Ireland. That was when I was still a nice young lady. That was actually the Orewa theatre club. I can't remember the name of it now, but that was a theatre group that I participated in when I was young. And we used to go and perform at rest homes and sing for some of the old folks. And there's actually a few familiar faces in that photo. My sister's in there, Bryony, and my brother Steve. And there's actually another one of our Kia ora USA Kiwis admin that's in that photo as well.
I bet you, Jodi, I bet you no one could figure out where you are in that picture.
Well, maybe take a look there and see if you can have
Well,
a guess.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to step out of the picture and blow it up a little bit and let everybody that's looking, because there's quite a few people on that's watching. So I'm going to, I'm going to let them look for you. So 1 second, I'm going to just step out of.
Oh, that's a goodie.
There you go, Jodi. You can have fun with that. You can tell them kind of, just play around with that and tell them where you are.
Yeah, I think my hair color's always been a giveaway for me. It's always been a spot the ginger. But yeah, that's me at the bottom, in the middle, showing a little bit of leg.
Yeah. And everybody's saying, yep, I knew that was her. I knew that was Jodi. It looked like her. That's her.
And then my sister, who a lot of folks here know, is in the second
sorry.
one, and she's on the left-hand side of that with the white hat.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then if you go right above me, actually,
in the middle,
right above me is Helen. And Helen is one of our Kia ora USA Kiwis admin as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is there anybody else that's there that you know today that are in the States, that are living in United States?
No, just my sister and Helen. My brother's still in New Zealand. So,
oh, okay.
And
All right.
Not in touch with any of the other people.
All right. So let me move on to another picture here and see what we got here. I don't know. Can you see that picture? Can you see that one, Jodi?
Oh. Yeah, that was supposed to be a secret. No, that photo was from my very short-lived modeling career. That was 23 years ago, and I modeled for a bridal company back in Auckland.
So just let everybody know that that was a modeling photo. No, Jodi did not get married. That was a photo that was taken for modeling photo for as a bridesmaid, I guess. So there you go. So let's try another picture and see what I have here. This one, do you know this one?
I'm a little delayed, so the anticipation.
Yes. Do you know that picture there, Jodi?
Oh, yes. I love that picture. It's one of Royal's proudest moments. And yeah, that was a really incredible memory. Royal and I have had the honor of being able to stay with Simon and Alice Leeming for the last few years of their hangi, and I was awarded the hangi shovel, which is one of my greatest honors.
Yes.
That was the moment I had to go up on stage, which I'm not a super fan of. So I was very overwhelmed and emotional, and
you do have your hand on the shovel.
I do. And actually, the shovel is right. It was on our wall, but we just painted, so it's come down. But it's,
okay.
It's in our dining room. And I notice I have the same hairstyle. My favorite little tie a knot on the top of my head.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. So cool. So Jodi, let's look at something else here. This is you must have been really young there. This is a picture when you were, I don't know how old you were, but let me.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. That was about 23 years ago. And that was another one of my very short-lived modeling shots.
Okay, that was before you left to go overseas, I assume.
Yeah, I was barely 17 in that photo.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a baby. I look a lot more innocent than I was at that age, though. Ask my mum.
By the way, is your mum living in New Zealand now, or she's in the States, or she's back in New Zealand?
She's living in New Zealand. She was coming over to the States for a few months every year.
Yeah.
She's not been able to do that, obviously, because of COVID.
Right.
So she's there waiting for us, my sister and I, to come back.
Well, we just want to say hi to your mum.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Carol.
She would be so upset.
I'm sure she's on. If she's not on, well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand. It's
She might not be.
Yeah, so everybody is still.
My sister, go and send her the link. She'll be very upset if she misses it.
Yeah, well, she can always, catch the replay. That's a good thing about this is the replay. You can go and watch the replay, and for that, what they have to do, Jodi, is that they got to go to my YouTube channel. They go to my YouTube channel. What they do is that they subscribe to the channel. They hit a bell. That bell notifies them that I'm live. So if they've missed any of the events on Maori Chair TV, Talking Voices, they can go back and watch it. So this is a good thing that if they've missed it, like in New Zealand, they're most probably still sleeping in New Zealand. And if they missed it, they can go back and watch the replay. So that's a good thing about it. So here's another.
Yeah, Dino, just a shout out to you. I've been watching. I've watched most live, but I've gone back and watched the replays, and you've done an awesome job. I've loved hearing everyone's stories.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's amazing the stories that everybody has, and I'm so glad that we get to share the opportunity. That's, there are a lot of Kiwis around the world that are traveling, that have left home, and just, and because I've experienced things myself, I just want to know what other Kiwis have done by traveling around the world and sharing their experience. And you'd be surprised of what you hear sometimes. It's amazing. We have some very, very smart, intelligent, and very successful Kiwis that have traveled around the world. So thanks very much to you because you've done very well yourself. So talk to me about that picture there I have up of you and Brother Royal.
That's Royal, yeah. That's actually my one of my graduations here in the States. I went to a private liberal arts women's college in Atlanta, Georgia, and I graduated with a bachelor's in psychology, and that was my graduation. And that was that, yeah.
Wow, cool.
That was a celebration.
Nice. Listen, Jodi, I have a friend of yours that's online. She said it's Sunday and I'm in New Zealand and I'm awake. King Kate Brown.
Oh, King Kate.
She's up. She's watching you.
An absolute celebrity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm honored. Thank you, Kate, for being here, supporting me.
Yeah, I tell you, man, it's amazing. It's totally amazing. You know what, Jodi? And just want to thank you though, really, because you've done, a lot from, like since I've met you and known you and seen the things that you've done for Kiwis down in the States and even connecting with us here in Canada with Sarah. Or you and Sarah are very good friends and you guys have done a lot of things. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures later. Here's a picture I want to show you right now. Remember this one? Do you remember that?
It takes a minute for it to come up. So I'm like, it hasn't come up yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think that might have been the first time I came to Michigan. That's an awesome photo. What a great crew. Yeah, and actually Sarah and I were introduced to each other by Willie, and we met via Messenger, and we managed to organize an entire event in Chicago with Kiwis from across the country, purely by using Messenger to communicate without having ever met. We actually met for the
Yes.
first time at that event, and since then I've been able to go to the Hangi in Michigan and spend time with you, Dino, and with Sarah and the rest of the crew there. So that's been an awesome honor too.
Well, there you go. I just want to show you and Sarah.
Oh, that was actually at the DC Hangi. We're like the little Hangi hoppers. Sarah's come down to our Hangi in DC and supported us for a few years also. So I don't remember which one that was, but that was definitely in the last few years as well.
Yeah. And I must say that, yes, you and Sarah put on that, like you guys worked really hard in Chicago when the All Blacks came to play U.S. The U.S. in Chicago. That's when I went down there, and my friends Willie Faraday and the group of us. So we performed at the Elephant Castle
Yeah.
down there, and you
phenomenal.
guys, you and Sarah organized that. That was amazing. That we had a fantastic crowd, and everything just went perfectly. So
Yeah.
you girls worked.
Willie had contacted us and said, "Hey, you two, you're organizing a party. Sarah meet Jodi, Jodi meet Sarah," and we worked on it. It took us a few months because I'd never been to Chicago, but
Yeah.
that was a turnout. We had Ata and Napira and
Yep.
you and Willie and an incredible band, and that was really what I would consider to be the founding time of Kia ora USA Kiwis, because we set up a Facebook event or page for people to join to come together in Chicago, and then once that event ended, we actually turned that page into Kia ora USA Kiwis, which now, I mean, we have almost 4,000 Kiwis from that are living in the United States, and we have incredibly active participant. We have 3,500 people that are active in that group when you look at the insights. So it's an absolute blessing in my life, and I hope that it's a blessing to a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, and you guys, you and Sarah really worked hard at that, and I can remember you guys organizing everything and getting people from Canada and from the States to group together and meet, and then meet at the Elephant Castle, and just like everything went really perfect. And I think everybody that was there will always remember that.
Yeah.
But when it came to the second one, when the All Blacks played Ireland, I couldn't be there because of I had to go into the hospital for an operation, and it was very sad that I couldn't make it down to Chicago this time. But I was lucky that Willie and Sarah, they did a live feed to me from Chicago, from the hotel back to the hospital, and that was totally amazing. And I do remember yourself, you couldn't make it to that event as well.
Yeah. So Royal and I had planned to be there. I had a big fat wad of tickets, like a good cash worth of tickets to be there, and we had planned. Sarah and I had worked on the event again, and Royal actually, alongside of you, had some health issues and ended up in hospital and having surgery right before, so we were not able to make it either. And I remember the freak out of getting those tickets, because Auntie Miriam came. She said, I've got the tickets from Jodi. I'm gonna get there, and then she missed her flight. So there was a lot of stress around Miriam delivering the tickets. I think she got there just in time, and everyone was able to go to the game. And like you, we were at home watching the live feed of the after party, and I think Isaac was there that year, and I remember him.
That's right.
Dedicating a epo to you and Royal, and I was, the tears were flowing, and
Yeah.
That year was actually when the Chicago Bears were in Chicago, so I was hearing
Yeah.
that the crowds were really overwhelming, and
Mm-hmm.
I was actually quite happy to just be sitting on my couch because I don't like large groups or crowds.
Yeah.
It kind of overstimulates me, so I was quite happy to be sitting on my couch and enjoying the party.
Yeah. That event was amazing when they filmed on it, and I got to admit, I did have tears in my eyes too. You know, I just came off the operating table, and then they put me in the room, and then they, and then I was watching the live feed. So yes, um, nice guys do cry. So, but um, Jodi, tell me a little bit. How long were you in Dublin for? I was
So
surprised you went to Dublin. Yeah.
yeah, when we arrived there, um, right before St. Patrick's Day, and we spent St. Paddy's there. I honestly don't remember how long we stayed in Dublin. It
Right.
might have been like 2 to 8 weeks. I was a very heavy drinker back then. I actually was struggling with addiction for a number of years, and
Yeah. And I think she is frozen. But what I could do is maybe show another picture of her. Let me see if I can get this one off here. Take this one over here, and I'll put another picture up of of Jodi. If I can slip this one in, maybe she can come back on and explain this one. So, but that's the connections we have sometimes, with technology, and I know she'll slip back on here in a minute. But yeah, I know she went to Dublin and she spent one-way ticket. I did some homework on her, and she got a one-way ticket to Dublin. And as she said earlier, that it was like it was in time for St. Patrick's Day, and so she made it back on St. Patrick's Day. So you know, and I think she was a manager. And Jodi, you were a manager at a backpackers hostel for Paddy Wagon Tours, I believe.
yeah, am I back?
Yeah,
It was
you're back.
weird.
Yeah. No,
It
you
was
just
weird.
disappeared. You just disappeared. I just turned you off.
Yeah, so yeah, we arrived in Dublin, and we traveled and partied and blew all of our money for about, I don't know, four months. I think we traveled all around Galway and Dublin and went to every bar in Ireland basically until we ran out of money. And at that point, we decided to go up north to
Yeah.
Northern Ireland, because that's where I had work authorization for, because my
Right.
mum, I had a British passport, British
Right.
work authorization. So
Right.
we went up to Derry and Belfast and those areas, and I ended up getting a job at Paddy Wagon Tours and managing their hostel for a couple of years. Um,
Nice. So
yeah.
then, so then you came to the States, and for the last 10 years, you've spent time in the States. Whereabouts in the States did you arrive in USA?
So yeah, when I first came here, I was actually living in Derry, and my sister had suggested that I come for a vacation to see her with the hope that she would get me to live here, and she was in Florida. So I
Yeah. Okay.
initially flew into Florida and figured out that at that time I was struggling with some addiction issues, and had decided that I wanted to accept help, and my sister offered to do that with me, and
Nice.
we looked at getting into school here as something more permanent, and I had to leave the country for 3 months for visa things. So
Yes.
I actually went to South America and lived in Venezuela for 3 months.
Venezuela. Yes. Yes.
Yep. And then
I saw that.
when I came back, I went to school and I got my associate's degree in Florida, and then I moved to Georgia to do my bachelor's degree, and then Then I moved up to the Maryland area.
Okay, so let me show you this picture. What's this picture here, Jodi? It most probably going to be coming up in now. Can you see that picture there?
Oh yeah, it's up there now. This is one of
Yes.
my favorite photos, actually. That is in Florida, and that is my incredible sister, Bryony. She saved my life, and she has motivated me to do a lot more with my life than I had ever planned. That photo is actually her graduation of her doctorate. So my sister is a doctor. She does not kind of share that, but she's Dr. Catlow. And I'm very proud of that. She's a PhD in neuroscientist. She's a PhD in neuroscience. So she's
fantastic. Yes.
the smart one.
Yes, and she deserves to be shouted out by her sister.
Absolutely.
She is online, by the way. She is online.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. She's been right there with me, you know, for the last 15 years of my journey on new life, and very grateful for what she's done for me.
She did say, I just saw it here. She did say, that's the rock. It's like a redhead party. Would you? That's your sister.
Oh, so the photo that you had before of like all of the redheads.
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about. It was called, and the event was called Rocket Like a Redhead.
Rocket Like a Redhead. Okay.
And that photo was 300 redheads from across the country.
Wow. This one here?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let me take off so we can just.
Yeah, so growing up in New Zealand, I actually was teased and bullied for having red hair and freckly skin, and so I had a lot of issues with self-esteem and, you know, self-image because of that. And I didn't wear a singlet, you know, showing my shoulders until I was 27 years old, and that was through like a family intervention. And so for me, I had a lot of issues around having red hair and freckles. And coming to America, people love red hair and freckles, and and then, you know, these wonderful girls, these two redhead sisters, started this company called howtobearedhead.com.
Right.
And they hosted the first redhead event. And so for me to be able to go to that and celebrate having, you know, celebrate this gift that I now see as a gift, this red hair, and
yes
comes with that, because it is a lifestyle to be a redhead. There's you know, 100-degree days. That's not my lifestyle.
Well, Jodi, I'll tell you, redhead, blonde, brunette, whatever, you're a person. You have a heart just like everybody else. You have feelings just like everybody else. And I know that everybody that is watching today, they all love you. And I know that for a fact because of what you've done and who you are. And you've done a lot. And we all appreciate that. And thank you so much for what you've done, Jodi. I really mean that. So,
I appreciate that, Dina.
Here's a picture of you, and I believe that's Miriama.
That is Miriama, and that is in Michigan at one of the hangies. One of them, Miriama and I had road tripped up there together. We've done a few road trips to different events, but we found this wall that says "Making you happy makes us happy," which for me and Miriama, that was like, oh wow, that's really what our you know, my whole incentive for living, or my purpose, is to try and help other people to find their happiness. And so we decided to get everyone that we possibly could that was at the hangi, was at the hotel, to take photos in front of that wall. So we have a whole album of everyone we can find in front of that wall.
Oh, cool. So, Jodi, I'm going to show you a couple of quick videos, and you're going to talk to me about that. Maybe here's a video. It's going to be quick, though.
Oh, it must be the truth. He's even bringing his gumboots down the hill. Oh, yeah, there you go. from the horse's mouth is the only thing the East Coast is going to
So
win this
that's
year.
the first official Kia ora DC Kiwis hangi, and that was at the New Zealand Embassy in Washington DC.
Okay, now if you didn't
That
win
was
any of
that was
those
a big
prizes,
job. That one.
do
That
not
was,
throw your.
you know, my first time organising a hangi, the event from scratch. Dave Keegan had done all of the events before, so and there's Ata Papa, who we were absolutely honoured to be able to have Ata to be performing for us, and she's just, you know, to be able to hold that event together and keep people engaged. She did a beautiful job.
Yeah, that's another person, Ata. So here's another video. Here's another quick video.
That's at the same event. Are you getting sound or?
Yeah, the sound is coming through.
I didn't want to talk over it. You know, everyone else is getting sound on that or not. But,
no, you can talk over it. Yeah.
I don't know the sound, so I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Remember what song they're singing, but Fred, you can hear because Fred saying it's his favourite song. I'm sorry.
Okari Kariana.
Yeah, that's one of our favourites.
Yes.
And you know who's really good at singing that song is Raylene Grant. She's sung that a few times at things.
Yes. Nice. Wow. See, got these little videos there, Jodi. So it's pretty cool, eh?
When you say
what about?
I was a bit worried about what might come out.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. It's all good. Here on Maori Chair TV, we only show good things.
All about the good vibes, man. All about
That's right. It's all about the good vibes, my girl. So what about this one here?
That photo is, I think that was our first ever whānau day for Kia ora DC Kiwis, and that was in Alexandria, Virginia. Good turnout. I mean, we've always had good turnouts. We have an incredible community here. I don't know where I would be without all of these people that have been my family away from home, and
yes,
just really incredible. You know, it's hard to believe. I have to pinch myself sometimes just to imagine you have that many good people in your life looking out for you and bringing you joy.
Yeah, true. Very true. So now today, Jodi, you live in Baltimore, right? Is that where you live today?
I'm just having a sound issue right now.
Yeah, where do you live today, Jodi?
2 seconds here.
Okay. Just trying to see. I believe she lives in. Yes, I believe she lives in Baltimore now. I think that's where. Yeah, you live in Baltimore, right, Jodi? Hang on, let me just bring you up on the screen here. So, okay, she's coming up. There she is. So, and what do you do in Baltimore? What's your job?
So, I started working 5 years ago. Actually, this week is my 5-year anniversary working at the University of Maryland Medical Center. I'm a social worker. So I started there as a social worker in the neonatal ICU. So I work with parents of newborn babies who were born early or have some kind of health challenge, or maybe, not, a dying.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so I worked there for 4 years, and my role there is to provide emotional support and therapy to the parents that are, going through that experience. I actually moved out of that job last year, and I now work with women who are pregnant and who have, babies that are in the regular full-term nursery.
Yes.
And I made that move just because I wanted to focus more on some of the things that some of the more work on some different stuff.
Yes. Yes.
In terms of the clinical services that I offer to patients.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jodi, I tell you, you've got a huge heart, and you've done a lot of things for the community, even the the Kia ora Canada and the Kia ora USA, and there's Kia ora Michigan, Kia ora Washington. There are a lot of places around that Jodi has been involved with helping the community, and she has been very successful in doing what she's done today. So I just want to thank you, Jodi, for a lot of stuff that you have done in your days. And I know you received this, and I want to show it because I think it's very important to let everybody know what.
Yes, that's funny.
Talk to me.
Yeah, that's my office at work, and they gave me a 5 years of service certificate, and I was in there looking. I was like, "Where's the check? Where's the check?" There's got to be a check, a bonus that comes with it.
That's amazing. Congratulations, by the way. I think that's amazing, and thank you for doing what you're doing, Jodi, and being the person you are, and it comes from your heart and from your head, your mind, and whatever you say and think and whatever you do. You're doing the right thing, and of course, you are doing a lot of things to help many people. And as a Kiwi, as a Maori, we are very proud of you, girl, and you keep up that work, what you're doing. And I just want to thank you, and I know I'm going to be thanking you on behalf of everybody that's out there watching today. We've got a lot of people that's been watching us this morning, and there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be watching the replay too. But before we end this, I just want to end this on a very positive video. And this is you, Jodi. Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Okay. Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. This is Jodi, folks. Watch this.
About anything about to come.
Watch this.
He never really liked me anyway. I'll tell you and Louise, never anything you please. Myself, I already know, okay. I'll tell you with my eyes, so what's up on my mind? Might be walking out on the dirty. But you don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. Just don't think you understand. If you tear my heart, my achy, breaky heart might go up and kill this man.
Great times in Michigan.
As you said, Jodi, there were great times in Michigan with a lot of good friends. Nikki from Chicago. We had Miriam, and they came in from New Zealand. Well, she was living in the States, but she's back in New Zealand. There's Carol from Chicago, and I see Lawrence Muskiving at the back there doing the little two-step there. Lawrence.
And AJ's there too.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to watch a little bit more.
Amazing time with the
Yeah.
might
Let's
blow
watch a little
up
bit.
that last man.
I think my t-shirt says happy ice cream. Always a good place to be.
Wow. There we
There
go.
you go, Billy.
Get down tonight.
Billy Ray Cyrus. See, you all know that song.
There you go, Jodi.
And
I tell you that was fun at the Michigan Hangy. That was a lot of fun. So
yeah, it was awesome to see Graham on last week. You know, he's a legend.
yes,
And hearing more of his story was really really awesome. Great
Yeah.
shout out to Graham and Michelle. Their hangi is just unbelievably awesome.
fantastic. Well, Jodi, comes to an end because I got to get ready to do another show at 5 o'clock called Five Alive. Five Alive, where I get to sing 5 songs right here on Maori Chair TV. It's amazing. So
We'll make
Jodi,
sure that we're on there too.
I just want to thank you so much for letting me, getting you to come on and share your life experience and what you've done in New Zealand and what you've done when you left New Zealand and now what you're doing now. And like I said, Jodi, thank you so much for what you have done. I really do appreciate that. And I'm sure everybody else appreciates that too.
Thank
Jodi.
you, Dino, and thank you for what you
Have
do. You know, it's all about just connecting people and good vibes, man. All about the vibes. Thank you, Dino.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you, Jodi. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That was Jodi Marie from Baltimore, and I thank her so much for coming on to Maori Chair TV and the program Talking Voices. All right, I'll be back around 5 o'clock for 5 Alive. So, folks, tune in. Thank you very much. Cheers now.